Hello kids, good morning. Welcome to our English online class. How are you? Are you all fine? Yes? Okay. So, you're enjoying your days, right? Is it? Okay. Then, are you all studying your lessons properly? Is it? So, you don't have any pending work, right? You're completing your portions daily, right? Okay. Very good. Okay, so already we have completed 2 units, right? Yeah, we have completed. Okay, have you all written everything in your notebooks? Is it? But only few of you are sending me a snapshot. Why? Many of you are not sending, right? Why? So you have completed and forgot to send me the snapshot. Is it? Okay, don't forget to send me the snapshot. Okay? Not only completing, you have to study. Okay, so we'll have a unit test soon. Okay, maybe in next class. Okay, so in next class we'll have our unit test. So study. Okay, okay, study thoroughly. Okay, so already we have studied a prose and a poem, right? Okay, today we are entering into a new portion. What is it? Yeah, here it's coming. Yeah, it's a grammar topic. Okay, so today we are going to study about grammar. So, do you all like grammar? Yeah, it's a very interesting portion, right? Okay, I know you all will enjoy it, right? So, you are studying grammar from your third, I think so, right? Yeah? Okay, and I know you all know what grammar is it? Okay, so shall we continue studying grammar? Okay, so you all have a grammar book, right? The book named The New Grammar Tree, right? You all have. Yes, I know you all have, right? Okay, so from that book, today we are going to study first unit, that is nouns. Okay, so today we are going to study about nouns. You all know what is meant by noun, I think so. Is it? So, noun means nothing but name of a person, a place or thing. Name of any person, place, animals or things is called as noun. For example, I am saying a name, okay, Raja. So Raja or Raju, it's a name of a boy, right? So name of a person. So it's a noun. And then house, so it's a name of a thing, so it is a noun. Yeah, flowers, it's a name of a thing, so it's a noun. And boy, commonly we are saying about boys, so it's a noun. Cat is a noun. Pen is a noun. Paper, then mobile phone. Yeah, so name of any person, animal, place or a thing is called noun. Okay, so I think you all know what is meant by noun, right? Okay, so today we are going to study about kinds of noun. So commonly noun means name of a person, a place, or a thing. Okay, okay, now we are going to study about the kinds of nouns or types of nouns. Okay, okay, we are going to study. So there are 7 kinds and we shall study. So the first one is proper noun, common noun, collective noun, material noun, countable noun, uncountable noun and compound noun. Okay, so these are the kinds of nouns. What are they? Proper noun, common noun, collective noun, material noun, countable noun, uncountable noun and compound noun. Okay, come on, repeat along with me. Read along with me. Okay, so repeat. Proper noun, common noun. Okay, sorry for interrupting. Read along with me. Proper noun, common noun, collective noun, material noun, countable noun, uncountable noun and compound noun. So now these are the kinds of noun and you have to know about everything, right? So okay, today we are going to study about the kinds. Okay, so we'll study one by one. Okay, shall we study? Okay, are you all interested? Yes. Okay, first we are going to study about proper noun. Okay, which noun? Proper noun. Okay, so proper noun means it's a name of a particular place or a person. A place, person, animals or thing. So particularly if you are saying about one thing, then it is called proper noun. For example, see here, Chennai, gym. I have given two names, right? So Chennai is about a particular place, right? I am pointing a particular place and I am saying the name Chennai. Okay, see the second example. I am saying as Jim. So Jim is the name of a boy, right? So I am pointing a particular boy and saying his name as Jim. So particularly I am pointing something and I am saying a name, right? So that is proper noun. Okay, so some more examples we can see. Reena is given in your book. Okay, Reena, a name is given. So Reena means I am particularly pointing a girl, one girl, right? Her name is Reena. So I am particularly pointing one girl and saying her name as a Reena. So this Reena is a proper noun. Okay, okay, you understood, right? Okay, okay, so shall we move to the next one? Yeah, the next one is common noun. So common noun means person or things of a same kind. Okay, or name of any person, place, animal or thing in general. So generally we are saying a particular kind. Okay, so that's common noun. For example, girl, dog, cat. See, I have given like this. So girl means all small female kids we used to say as girl, right? So every girl child we used to say as commonly as girls, right? All female small kids are called girls, right? Not particular one girl, but whole community, right? And then for dog, an animal with 4 legs which barks wow wow, we used to say it as dog, not a particular one. So together for generally everything, for every dogs we used to say it as dog. So sometimes they may have a particular name, right? You all have dogs in your home and you will have some different names as puppy, Jimmy, something like that. So when it is saying particular, then it is proper noun. But when we are saying in a common or general, then it is common noun. So cat, okay, the animal which makes sounds as meow meow. We used to say everything as a cat, right? But there are many varieties of cat, right? So commonly we are saying this as cat. Okay, so I think you understood what is proper noun and what is common noun, right? Okay, yeah, well, so we shall move to the next one. Sorry, yeah, so this common noun is divided into two. Okay, but in your book it's not given like that, but it's like this only, but they have not differentiated it in your book. So you can see, okay, there's nothing wrong, it's correct only. So common noun, this common noun is divided into two, and the first one is concrete noun, then abstract noun. Okay, so common noun is divided into two, that is concrete noun and abstract noun. So now we want to see what is concrete noun and what is abstract noun, right? Shall we see? Okay, yeah. So first we are going to see concrete noun. So concrete noun means things we can see, touch or feel. So these are called concrete noun. So which we can touch or see. So with our senses we can feel. So what are the senses? We have 5 senses, right? Yeah, you all know. Yeah, touch, skin, then yeah, smell, nose, hear, ear. Yeah. So the things which we can see, touch and feel are concrete nouns. For example, see here, the girl took the dog for a walk. Here, the girl, already we studied, common, right? The girl is common. So the girl is common, and here the dog, this dog is also common noun. So from the common noun we have two types, right? Is it? Don't confuse it. So this is a type of common noun. Okay, so girl is a common noun and dog is also a common noun. So this girl, we can see the girl, we can touch the girl, right? So this is concrete. Okay, we can see with our eyes, we can touch, we can feel. That is concrete noun. And the dog, we can see, we can touch, right? So this is a concrete noun. Okay, okay, yeah. So and next we have to study what is abstract noun, right? So abstract noun, just opposite to the concrete noun. So things which we cannot touch or see. Okay, things which we cannot touch or see. Actually this is the names of a quality, state or a concept, some idea like that we used to say. For example, we can see bravery, love, beauty, charity. So we can see a person with the bravery kind, but we cannot see what is the bravery. Okay, so the love we can feel but we cannot see. Beauty we can feel, not see. Charity we can feel, we cannot see. Okay, we can see a beautiful person, but we can only feel the beauty. Okay, beauty one can be felt. So this is abstract noun. Okay, so yeah, next we are going to see a table. It's given in your book. Okay, so already we have told you about concrete noun and abstract noun. Concrete means which we can see, touch. Abstract means which we cannot see or touch, right? Okay, so countable and uncountable is given. So we have to know what is countable and uncountable. First I will say what is countable and uncountable, and then we can see this table. Okay, yeah, we can see what is countable now. Yeah, here it is countable now. So countable, from the name itself you can see, right? Countable, we are able to count. Okay, we can able to count. That is countable now. So things we can count using numbers. We can count, yeah, 1 2 3 4, like that we can count. So that is countable nouns. Okay, I think you can understand. So here for example, 3 men, you can count. When 3 men are standing, you can count 1 2 3. Only one car is standing, yeah, you can count one car, a car. And you can see there are 7 chairs, means you can count 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Likewise we can count. Okay, so when we can count a noun, it is called countable noun. Okay, yeah. Then we can see uncountable noun. So it's just opposite. Yeah, we cannot count. Okay, so things we cannot count using numbers are called uncountable nouns. So for example, see sand. Can you count the sand? No, right? Yeah, then can you count the stars? No. Sugar, can you count sugar? No, it is very small, right? We cannot count by numbers. So these are called uncountable nouns. Okay, do we understand? Okay, now let's go to that table. Okay, yes, okay, here. So countable and uncountable, concrete, abstract. So for people, yeah, for concrete means we can see, we can touch, right? So people we can see, we can touch. So people is countable, right? We can count. When so many people are standing, we can count 1 2 3 4. So people is countable. Desk, can we count the desk? Yes, of course we can touch, feel. So it is concrete and it is countable. We can count, right? Okay, then see here, flower. Flower, can we count the flower? Not flower, this is flower. Okay, you all know, right? Somewhat like dusty, like, yeah, you know, right? Your mom will use, right? Yeah. So kitchen matter. Okay, so you all know, right? From kitchen things, yeah, flour is there, no? So can you count the flour? No, right? Your mom will use flour to make chapati, yes? So can you count the flour? No, but we can see and we can touch. So this is concrete but uncountable. We cannot count. Milk is here. So milk, can we see and touch? Yes. So it is concrete now. But can we count? No, right? It's uncountable. Okay, then coming to abstract now. So I have told you what is abstract. We cannot touch or see. So promises, can we see the promise? No. Thoughts, what someone is thinking, so we cannot touch or see the thoughts. But we can count, right? Promises, how many promises? Yeah, 1 2 3. Yeah, promises we can count. Thoughts, okay, this many thoughts I have. So thoughts we can count, but we cannot touch or see. Then patience. So patience means being very calm or something. Wait, I'll say you. So bearing with something, right? Yeah, that is patience. So patience we can feel, but it's uncountable. We cannot count patience. Then carelessness, it's abstract. We cannot see with our eyes, but it's a feeling, right? Yeah, so it is abstract noun. Can we count? No, it cannot be counted. Okay. Okay, I think you have understood. Yeah, now let's move to the next type. That is collective noun. So from the name itself you can know collective means collection of something, right? Okay, so a collection or a group of people or things of same kind is collective noun. Okay, so it refers to a group of people, places or animals which is spoken as one. For example, see here, class. So a class of students means we are not referring to one student. A class means a group of students, right? Then herd of sheep, we will say. We won't say a particular sheep, one sheep as herd, but collection of sheep as herd. Then grapes, bunch of grapes. Okay, when there is a bunch with so many grapes, then we used to tell it with the name bunch of grapes, right? And then, so if there is so many pieces of bread, then we will say it as loaf of bread, right? Then pack of wolves. Wolf, you know wolf, right? Yeah, in our class we saw, no? Yeah, how the dog found himself the master. In that we studied about wolf, right? So plural of it is wolves. Okay, so when there are so many wolves, then we have to say the pack of wolves. Okay, so we should not change the name. Okay, for example, see here, bunch of grapes means we should not say it as herd of grapes. Okay, then it will be wrong. We should say bunch of grapes means bunch of grapes. Herd of sheep means herd of sheep. We should not change the collective noun. Okay, maybe like class, herd, bunch. So there we have to study. Okay, only then we can know. We should not use as our wish. Okay, so there is a particular collective word for particular things. So we should use with that only. We should not confuse with it. Okay, do you understand? Okay, shall we move to the next one? Okay. Yeah, then material noun we are going to study. Material, you know what is a material? Yeah, names of materials or substance used for making things. Okay, a substance which is used for making some other things, that is material. For example, gold. So with gold you can make so many things, right? Yeah, earring, bangles, etc, etc, etc. So it is a material. And silver is of course with silver anklet and so many jewelries and silver vessels are there, right? So it's a material. Then plastic, yeah, with plastic we can make so many bowls, whatever it may be, right? Okay, so this is a material. So when you see gold, then you should know it is a material noun. Silver, it is a material noun. And then bronze is there as material noun. Water is a material noun. Rock is a material noun. And then wood, yeah, wood. With wood we can make so many furniture, right? So wood is a material noun. Yeah, then plastic, yes, I have told you. Iron, steel, cotton, silk. So these are material nouns. Okay, did you understand, ma? Okay. Okay, now we are going to the next one, compound nouns. So compound nouns means this is also very easy. You can study, we can easily study it. Okay, yeah, when two words made up of two or more existing words. Okay, when two words which is made together as one word, then it is compound nouns. For example, see here, blackboard. Black is one word, board is another word, right? So together form one noun, blackboard. Yeah, it's a one thing, right? And see here, washing machine. So washing is one word and machine is another word, but together it form washing machine, right? A one thing. Then see here, armchair. So arm is one word, chair is another word. So together they form a particular thing, a name of a particular thing, armchair. So when two or more words which combine together to form one word, then it is compound noun. So many examples are given in your book, like tabletop, buttermilk, commander-in-chief. Three words, right? Commander-in-chief, bedroom, motorcycle, policeman, football, toothpaste, full moon, swimming pool. So these are combination of two words, right? So when you are combining two words or more words to form a one thing, name of one particular thing, then we call it as compound nouns. Okay, I think you have understood, right? Okay. Okay, now let's enter into exercises. Okay, so I will give you a few examples. You have to complete the remaining things. Okay, so the A section is there in page number 7. Now you just leave it because I think you may not understand. When we are completing adverbs, verbs, everything, we can come here. Okay, so we have to know what is meant by adverbs and verb, adjectives, like that. If you want know about that, only then we can complete this. But here it is given us, let's remember. So I think you know, you might have studied in 4th standard, 4th, 5th, okay, when you are studying, but now it has become a long gap, no? So you have to study once again, and only then you can answer this question. Okay, so here, so maybe in the following classes we can study, and you will get remembered, right, what you studied in the early previous classes. So after that we can complete this exercise. Okay, okay, okay. So now we are going to B exercise, which is there in page number 9. Okay, ma, have you taken page number 9? Yeah, it's given relate the concrete noun in the first column with the abstract noun in the second. So what is concrete noun? Which we can see, touch. What is abstract noun? Which we cannot see or touch, but we can feel. Okay, so this is given. I have given you 3 examples here. So according to this, you have to mark in your book, and you have to send me the snapshot. Only if you understand, you can write. Okay, okay. So see here, tower. So tower, you know tower, you can see the tower, you can touch the tower, right? Yes. So when we want to match this tower in an abstract, so we all know, we have seen the tower, and we have seen tower is very height, right? It's very high. So height, it's an abstract noun, so you have to match tower with height. Then you can see the sugar, you can touch the sugar. So which is the abstract quality of this sugar? When you eat sugar, we feel very sweet, right? Only we can feel, we cannot see the sweet, we cannot touch the sweet, but we can feel the sweet, right? So sugar we have to match with sweetness. And then you can see knife, you can see the knife, you can touch the knife, but only when you are cutting your hand, you can know how sharp it is, you can feel the sharpness, right? Is it? Okay, so this is how you want to match. Okay, so remaining, I have given only 3 examples just to know how to match. So read the questions and answer accordingly. Okay, okay. Now we can go to the next part. Yeah, that's also in page number 9. C section. Okay, so C, the supermarket is quite close to our house. So question is, pick out all the countable and uncountable nouns from the sentences below. So we have to pick up only the countable and uncountable. So countable noun means which we can count, right? Okay, uncountable noun means which we cannot count. So here you can pick up both countable and uncountable noun. Is it? Okay. Yeah, let me take. So here, which is a countable noun? Supermarket. Yes, we can count supermarket, right? Okay, then house, we can count how many houses are there, right? So supermarket and house are countable nouns. So we have to mark supermarket and house. Then the second, the park in front of our school has been closed. So here what are the nouns here? Countable and yeah, here it is. Park, right? So we can count the park, right? One first, yeah, here is one park, there is one park. We can count. So park is countable and school is countable. Yeah, when we are given a chance of counting a particular schools in one area, we can count, right? So this is countable. So likewise, you have to mark. Okay, just I have given 2 questions as example, and you have to answer it. Okay, so the remaining is your homework you have to do. Okay, now let's move to the next page number 10. Okay, so page number 10, they have given identify the nouns in these sentences and classify them. So in this questions you will have every type of nouns, okay, all kinds of noun will be there. You have to find the noun and you have to mark which type of noun is this, like that you have to mark. Okay, so the first question I have given you for example. Okay, yeah, we can say first question, people should be more careful and stop using plastic. Okay, again I am reading, people should be more careful and stop using plastic. So what are the nouns here? Yeah, what are the nouns? Yeah, people is a noun, plastic is a noun. So people, so generally all humankinds we used to say people. So this is, yes, very good, common noun. So people is a common noun. So plastic, for plastic it's a material, right? We can do many things with this plastic. So it is a material noun. So you have to, what you have to do is you have to mark the nouns first and then you have to classify which type of noun this is. Okay, you have to write. Okay, so yeah, after the section is over you have some space left, right? So you have to put 1, 2, 3 and you have to mark what are the, you have to write what are the nouns there and you have to classify what are the which type of noun it is. Okay, so shall we move to the next question? Yeah, here I have given the army has 20 battalions. Each battalion has 50 soldiers. So here what are the nouns? Army is a noun, battalion is a noun, soldiers is a noun. So these are the three nouns. So army, it's a collective noun. Okay, so many army men are there. Together they form a single army, right? So army, it's a collective noun. Battalions, a group of soldiers together is called as battalion. So this is also a collective noun. So battalion is also a collective noun. Army is also a collective noun. And then each battalion has 50 soldiers. So soldiers, what we will say? There are so many soldiers. For every man who is working in army, we used to say it as soldiers. Of course, they will have so many positions, but generally we used to say them as soldiers. So what is a which kind of noun it is? Yes, very good. It's common noun. Okay, so soldiers is a common noun. So dear kids, I have given you two examples in all the 3 sections. So you have to complete it and you have to send me the snapshot. Okay, my dear kids. So I think you have understood. So if you have any doubt, you can call me. You can see the video one more time. Okay, so if you have doubt, for 2 or 3 times you will hear it and I think you can understand. So if you did not understand, you can call me. Or we have Zoom meeting today, right? Yeah, I think so. So yeah, I mean, if you have any doubt, you can interact me with us when there's with the Zoom interaction, or else you can call me or you can text me. Okay, so don't forget. Okay, students, but after completing you have to send me the snapshot. Okay, complete your work daily or else it will be pending and you will have so many works to complete. So don't keep anything pending. Instead you complete your work daily. Okay, students, so we shall meet on our next class. Okay, thank you. Bye bye. Bye, kids.